Hey, welcome back. My name is Sushant Satish, and I'm your instructor for this MS-700 Teams Administrator Associate Examination course. In this lesson, we are going to go through a demonstration on how to create and manage Microsoft 365 groups for Teams. There are a few tasks we are going to go through in this demonstration. The first is how to create a Microsoft 365 group in the admin portal, then how to update a distribution list, and strategies for Microsoft 365 group creation, and how do you manage a Microsoft 365 group. So to create a Microsoft 365 group, we have to go to Microsoft 365 Admin Center. You can go to the portal called admin.microsoft365.com, and on the left hand side you can find users, groups, roles, resources, etc. So click on groups and you will be able to find all the available groups within your subscription. You can click on type to find out what types of groups it's available, like security group, Microsoft 365 group, distribution list, etc. So to create a new group, click on add a group and select the type as Microsoft 365. This allows teams to collaborate by giving them a group email and shared workspace for conversation, files, and calendars. Give a name to your group. I'm going to call this group as MS-700 Microsoft 365 group. Click next. You would have to assign an owner, ideally 2 owners. So I'm going to assign 1 owner. I assigned Rick as the owner of the group. You have options like, do you want to make this a public group where anyone can see the group and content, or you can create as a private as well. Additionally, you have an option to add a Microsoft Teams to your group as well. So I'm going to select yes. If you want to have an email address for your group, you can create that as well. So I'm going to give it a name. And I'm going to make it a public group. Click next. You can review the details like group type, group name and description, who is the owner of the group, does it have an email address, what's the privacy setting, is it public or private, and do you need a Teams site created for this as well. And hit on create a group. So now that we have created our group, I can click on close. Or I can go and create another group as well. So let's close it and go refresh. Now that we have created the group, let's go and add a member to the group. So before that, I'm going to change the mode to dark. So let's go and search for the group we just created. Select the group. Click on members. As you can see that there is no member as of now. View all and manage member. So this is where you would be able to search for a member. So I'm going to add a new member to the group. So I'm going to search for Moni and save and close. Now you can see that there is an owner and there is a member to the group as well. So this is how you can create a Microsoft 365 group and assign an owner and a member for the group. The next task is to upgrade a distribution list to a Microsoft 365 group. To upgrade a distribution list, we have to go to Exchange Admin Center. So we can go to Microsoft 365 Admin Center. Under the Admin Center, you can click on Exchange. This takes you to the Exchange Admin Center. You need to be a global administrator to perform this activity. Under the Exchange Admin Center, you can go under Recipients and go click on Groups. So under Recipients, you need to click on Groups. Under Groups, You will see a notice indicating that you have distribution list and also called distribution groups that are eligible to be upgraded to Microsoft 365 group. So you can select one or more distribution lists from this group page below. And after you select a group, you can click on Start Upgrade. So the process begins immediately. Depending on the size and the number of DLs, this process can take several minutes or up to some hours as well. If the distribution list can't be upgraded, a dialog box appears with a notification. If you are upgrading multiple distribution lists, use the drop-down list to filter which distribution list you want to be upgraded. And the third task is strategies for Microsoft 365 group creation. So organizations may have specific requirements about who can create Microsoft 365 group. Some of the provisioning models are open, IT-led, and controlled. Most of it can be controlled via PowerShell. So I'm not going to demonstrate that. We're going to move on to the fourth task, which is called Manage a Microsoft 365 group. To manage a Microsoft 365 group, you go back to your admin.microsoft.com. Under the admin center, just find groups. And under the groups, you will be able to find all the groups available. To manage a group, select a group you would like to manage. And this is where you can see information like basic information like what's the group name. Description you can modify over here. If you go under email, this is where you can add a new alias for your existing group. Under members tab, where you can find who's the owner of the group, who is the member of the group, etc. This is where you can add or remove new owners and new members. Under settings is where you can define the setting permissions for these groups. Like, would you like to allow external sender access to the email? Would you like to get a copy of this group conversation? Would you like to hide it from the organizational group address, etc.? And finally, you can enable private or public with this control pane. The last option is, if you do happen to have a group, you can create a Microsoft Teams within that group as well. So that's how you create and manage a Microsoft 365 group. So I hope the information provided in this demo was useful. In the next video, we're going to talk about Microsoft 365 groups classification. So I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care.